Hello and welcome once more to Red Gaming Tech. My name is Marta. Today is the 17th of October and I have some news for you today regarding a few things actually, regarding Halo, the Master Chief Collection and Destiny. First piece of news for you today is regarding Halo. We have a couple of rather juicy bits. The first of which being that the release date has been changed. Now, as you probably know if you've been keeping your ear to the ground, it was originally planned for a November 11th release date in North America and November the 14th in several other territories. Now, the collection will now be released on November 11th for the majority of regions listed. Now, this does include the UK and most of Europe. Now, the executive producer Dan Ayub, whose name I probably just butchered, said via Halo Waypoint, quote, "There are still a few countries that will see a slight delay due to public holidays. In Europe, Belgium will release on November the 12th and France will release on November the 14th as part of their typical Friday release schedule. Our fans in Japan will see a release of November the 13th. Given the social aspects of the experience, we are really happy to get it as close to a simultaneous worldwide release as possible so we can all celebrate on November 11th and start playing together." Now, also according to Dan, the game also takes up most of the usable space on a single Blu-ray disc, which is about 45 gigabytes, so there will be a rather hefty content update at launch which will be released to include more features, and when I say hefty, it's going to weigh in at a rather mighty 20 gigabytes. Now, there is a small upside as you will be able to start playing the single player campaign as this content installs, as this update includes the multiplayer portions. And then Dan went on to say, quote, "Yes, the update is large, but we weren't about to cut corners to save disk space. This ensures that you're getting every bit of Halo goodness we can fit in. Our work is not done, however, as we continue to tune, tweak and optimize the online experience to ensure a smooth multiplayer launch. This will continue right up until launch day." Unfortunately, there is a little bit of a downside as Spartan Ops, which of course is the episodic co-op experience from Halo 4, will now be releasing in December, but all 10 episodes will be available at the same time. So, pretty awesome news for those of us in Europe and UK. Not so awesome news for anyone who likes their hard drive, as 20 gigabytes is not exactly small, but at least you can still start enjoying the single player while you're waiting for it to download, so there is that as well. This time I'm bringing you another leak regarding Destiny, as more details data mined from the game's servers have once again revealed more information. This time, a set of new raid gear which is to be included in the Dark Below DLC, which is due out in December. Now, this new set of items, which was then posted to Destiny DB and spotted by sharp-eyed users on Reddit, includes a full set of armour for each of the classes. Now, these item descriptions tie into the Crota's End raid, which was an event that was revealed last month in an earlier DLC leak. Now, interestingly, the mission data for the Crota's End event says that its more difficult hard mode version is actually designed for players at level 32. Now, the current level cap is 30, which of course heavily suggests that at least a small increase will be included in the upcoming DLC. As well as this, we have another new feature, which is a higher level strike playlist designed for level 28, also being spotted, as well as the new items tying into a new trial event type. Now, completing the trial of Osiris is linked to a new legendary hand cannon, emblem, and a legendary upgradable sparrow. Now, naturally, I will go through each of the items included here, as that's just kind of the kind and generous soul that I am. Now, for the Titan, we have the helmet, which goes by the name Willbreaker's Watch. Then we have a chest piece, which is Willbreaker's Resolve, gauntlets, Willbreaker's Fists, the leg, Willbreaker's Greaves, and mark, which is Mark of the Pit. Next up, for the Warlock, we have a helmet, Deathsinger's Gaze, chest as Deathsinger's Mantle, gauntlets are Deathsinger's Grip, leg is Deathsinger's Herald, and the mark is Bone Circlet. And finally, to finish up, we have for the Hunter a Unyielding Casque as a helmet, chest piece is Relentless Harness, gauntlets are Dogged Gauge, Leg is Tireless Striders, and Mark is Shroud of Flies. So, yet more juicy info coming from those data miners for Destiny. Interesting that they would potentially be raising the level cap in order to tempt people to the DLC. That is, of course, if they're doing it, given that this is unconfirmed information. It's kind of hard to say, but if that's what they're doing, that's certainly an interesting way to go about things. And it's not a super huge increase, but it might be enough to tempt some people who are perhaps sitting on the fence about picking up this particular piece on DLC. Anyway, that is me done for this video. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.